All right, you jackasses, it's time for the matchup recaps from last week. And wasting no time here, of course, I beat Jack. You guys knew I was going to beat Jack. I'm not even sure Jack knows how to log into his team yet. He spent $0 in Fab. I'm going to send a link after this to a YouTube video on how to play fantasy football for dummies. Hopefully, we can get Jack in, make him a little more involved here because it was fun having you at the draft and everything, but you got to manage your team. So, Jack gets his ass kicked as what's to be expected, basically behind boom weeks from Malik Neighbors and normal weeks from Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. So there you go. Expect me to be dominant moving forward. Now, the patriarch, the second most decorated champion in this league, of course, beats Kevin. And Kevin continues his miserable run against the Welch dynasty. For a guy that talks about doing so well against the Welches, I think now you're like 2-4 against us or something. Just an embarrassing showing from Kevin here. Probably the only person in fantasy across any league in any format that had Amon-Ra St. Brown and James Cook and found a way to lose anyway. Um, hopefully better days ahead for Big Kev. On senior side of things, Lamar Jackson scoring over 29 every week. Mike Evans, I don't know what's going on with Mike Evans. Looks like he just doesn't want to play for your team. So it looks like to me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Jaylen Warren, fantastic. Tucker Kraft looks like he could be a steal, guys. I hate to acknowledge any Packer, because I hate them. So that's all I'm going to say. So there you go. Ashton Genty's a total bust. Senior should probably just trade him to me for Isaiah Pacheco since he's a huge Chiefs fan. So we'll talk about that a little later. Now, the embarrassing performance of the week has got to go to Steve, as it usually does. I told him in the preview video and on the phone separately that Jaden Reed was downright not playable. And I told you guys in the video last week that your rookie running backs aren't playable and you dopes are still starting them. TreVeyon Henderson, get him on your bench, dude, until further notice. He's third on the goddamn depth chart. You can't use this guy. It's only a 10-team league, by the way. You shouldn't be rolling out Jaden Reed or Romeo Dobbs or something like that. Get something done, man. Steve is so goddamn Josh Allen dependent that when Josh Allen does not score 35 or more, Steve has no chance. On the bright side, Bijan Robinson looks pretty good, and Aaron Jones got hurt, so Jordan Mason's gonna probably be much better moving forward. Also think Ken Walker reestablished himself in that backfield, so another playable piece for Steve. On the plus side of this matchup was Joe, who named his team after his backup QB. That's a first in league history. Sir Nix-a-Lot. Marvin Harrison Jr. is just not it, guys. I hate to tell you guys this. Super talented, being ruined by Kyler Murray. That's what's going on there. So Kyler Murray's a bag of shit. And he's turning Marvin Harrison Jr., a generational talent, into a bag of shit. Devonta Smith's not playable until further notice because the Eagles just don't throw the football. And why would they? They keep winning. Brock Bowers is playing through a PCL strain, I believe. So expect him to be very meh moving forward for at least 2 or 3 weeks until he can, heal up. O'Marion Hampton's an absolute loser. Not a lot of good stuff from Joe, but he still managed to win by a ton because he was playing Steve, who's just that much worse. So there you go, Joe. Congratulations on your ill-gotten victory there with your steel curtain defense. I'm coming for your ass this week. Now, Reese Stafford infection beat Kamara Sutra. Tony, who scored about double what Steve did despite losing Joe Burrow to the IR, Ja'Marr Chase didn't stop him. He had a big game. I think he's still going to be Ja'Marr Chase. Drake London, though, dude's got to figure it out. Don't know what's going on with Drake London. DK Metcalf sucks. Get him out of your lineup. Ted McMillan's a future superstar. Javonte Williams looks good. Can't deny it. Dude's bell cow on our high-scoring offense. And he's probably going to put up a lot of points against my crappy Bears this week. That's about all I got for Tony. At least Tony learned from one of his mistakes last week and sat RJ Harvey, unlike Steve playing Travion Henderson, Joe playing Omarion Hampton, Senior playing Genty. I don't know what you guys are doing. You might as well just cut all these rookies. They're never going to be a thing. They all suck. So on Reese's side of things, the Fighting Rams, basically, the Rams scored 33 points. So Reese won. That's how it's going to go for Reese. The Rams score 24 or less. Reese is going to lose every time. This week, they happened to score. Look, last week they scored 14 and Reese won, but he only scored 87 points. So, that's an aberration. That being said, Reese is going to be one of the biggest boom bust teams in the league. Don't expect his team to get any better throughout the season because Reese drafted all the guys he loves, so he's not going to be making any deals. But Reese is 2-0. So off to a great start. Puka Nacua, if we were redrafting today, he might be the first overall pick. Guy's being used like crazy, and he's an absolute animal. So, and Devontae Adams, also amazing. I tried to buy low on him last week, but Reese wouldn't trade him to me. So there you go. Congratulations, Reese, on being in Club Dub. Now, Jared beating Jason, and, not a lot of positivity on Jason's side of things here either. Chase Brown just looks like a total bum, just a bust. 6.5 points against the Jags. This guy touched the ball 18 times and turned it into 65 scoreless yards against the Jags. Holy cow. Evan Ingram, at least you cut him already. Derrick Henry's old. He's washed. He's got nothing left. Just get rid of him. Get whatever you can for him while people don't realize it yet. But the guy sucks. It's over for him. He's not the king anymore. He's the queen. Get him out of there. Lad McDonkey is playing second fiddle to Keenan Allen. Didn't see that shit coming, but we should have. That's Keenan Allen ruined Rome Odunze last year, and he's ruining Lad McConkey this year. Baker Mayfield continues to be a stud, and J.K. Dobbins isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He's a stud. Brian Thomas Jr., though, is more scared to catch a football than Jared is to talk shit about my Bears because he knows what's going to happen. I'm just going to be coming at him for weeks about the Dolphins. But on the plus side for Jared, you look at Devon Achane, big game. He looks like he's going to be the focal point. ETN looks like a good running back. He's not as good as Bashal Tootin. Tootin's definitely going to take his job, but ETN's doing well for now. And that's all that matters. Nico Collins got into the end zone. Justin Jefferson did meh. Herbert looks like a stud, probably a top 6 QB this year if they keep passing. Don't know why they wouldn't. They're 2-0. So congratulations on getting a steal there. There's no way in hell you can justify continuing to roll out Kyle Pitts. It's downright stupid. But do what you want to do, man. There you go, guys. There is your matchup recap. Once again, I am on top of the league at 2-0. Most points scored. On my way to beat the crap out of Joe. And I will see you guys tomorrow, actually, for the week 3 previews when I tell you how bad I'm going to kick Joe's ass. So there you go. I'll talk to you guys later.